What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Showtime is Blaze King with King's Critiques, and we're here for Baseball Gyaru's finale. We just had Once Upon a Witch's Death finale, and now we have this because the anime of the season are starting to wrap up, which means I need to get on the editing for the smaller versions, because as you can't tell, I'm super, ultra, mega behind on those, but at least it gives me two things I can focus on in order to do the editing process. But first caveat, if things sound a little different, I highly apologize. I have to record things in opposite fashion because Streamlabs decided to have a stroke. Isn't anything that can be realistically fixed other than uninstalling the whole thing and then reinstalling the whole thing and praying to Loki that works. But it's fine. It doesn't sound too much different. I'll need to mediate the actual show volume a little bit because instead of putting it up, I'll need to take it down. But that's fine. I just gotta remember to do that from this point on until the other thing gets fixed. Which I might do by installing and reinstalling. Bastards. Anyway, secondary of it's highly encouraged. Just stick around if you're watching the show. Have conversations in the comment section down below and all that kind of stuff. As well as if you're not going to have around for conversations, at least let the video run through. Hit like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Until next time, I skipped way ahead myself. That being said, let's get started. Now, with it being the season finale, I do want to say one thing real quick. We already had the Motor Sun's big final game, so I imagine this will probably just be some scrimmage matches and general character development for the finale. However, my biggest question is, and I want y'all to give your opinions if you see this down below, of course. Do you think Ruriko and Murata will actually say anything about each other, or just kind of let it settle as the usual kind of tease in these kinds of cases where it's Gyaru is into a guy and 90% of the time nothing happens? At least not to anime sake. To a manga sake that happens a lot. Immediately off the top of my head I can think of Dress Up Darling or Komi, which I hope we get season 4. 4? 3 or 4? Whatever, another season of Komi too, because anyway. Why, to anyone watching this, why is Ruriko so fidgety? I know we'll get an answer, but, oh, she's crying, okay. You are totally crying. Also, I like the one back there's hairstyle. Yes, unfortunately, this will be my last season with you guys. Character development number 1. Didn't know Ruriko could ugly cry like that. Oh, that's yeah. You're not quite as well liked, but yeah, you can't fall. That's always unfortunate when two people have similar news, and it's just one's completely overwhelming, so the other doesn't even want to say it. Him considering all the good things from this season, and then considering her to be one of those special things speaks more to what I was saying earlier. Matter of fact, yes. Actually, that's a whole other thing. I kind of do more so hope we see something more between them, because, it would be a very good way to hit on her, hey, so since I probably won't see you again until next season, want to change that? No, she knows you're gonna ask eventually. Man needs another beer if he's gonna work up the courage to say something. No, I'm probably just spitballing. No shit's gonna happen anyway. But if. What is she about to do? Old man thanking them for her joining them yesterday. And hey, look. She built up the courage to help out. Did it matter in the end? No, but at least she had fun doing it. She agrees to work with them again, but she's like, nah, I'm wearing what I want. Damn, dude's already thinking of next season. Yeah. Being mentioned about a girl with pink hair and then starting with it won't match our standards to, right, we already have a Gyaru here that, suppose it won't be too much worse. Also, he was about to complain about a girl with pink hair, but isn't her hair pink? I guess it could qualify as the very tiniest border between red and pink, but I don't know, looks more pink to me. At least her bangs. Maybe the whole thing is a more lighter red, but at least the front do look, pinker. Let me know. Let me know your opinions. Could have gotten a better view of Rico though in that fantasy image. And what was I saying? Actually, technically, it was Shishio injuring himself and not telling anybody. I guess he's gonna mention the guy who's gonna have a baby because he can't really play properly with a new child, so he'll need to skip the season or at least join back way later if allowed. I don't know how any of that works. Oh, I thought I was gonna mention the other dude. Wonder if he's trading places with the man behind Sunshiro. The fucking press? That's so fucked up, man. He is the smallest one there, so it's understandable, but that's so fucked up. Damn. You can't trust some people, huh? Wait, NPR Public Resources, isn't that sexual harassment or something? Or is that press something? Okay, putting Dennis in the Santa Claus costume might actually be even hotter than the Sumo one or the other thing. Wait, what question did this man really just ask? Meanwhile, she's there wait, he's talking about me. He's talking about me. He's talking about me! She's getting a visit, and I am because my throat itches. Hey, yo. But the closeness. She is going to explode. Okay, I wasn't going to pause at every single one of those because that would have just been annoying to everybody. But y'all can pause on them if you want. But the assumption is, yes, the man that's about to step out is going to be the one who was behind the Sunshiro mask this whole time. That's where the mask went. Oh, it was the manager. I thought it was the dude in the Sunshiro costume. Oh. Man, of course the lawnmower guy would be here as I'm recording. And unlike last time, it probably is being picked up. Okay. Really? Well, we won't even just get the, emotional ending with, Murata being talked to by one of them, maybe asking for Riko's number? No? Okay. I also just totally realized I could mute the microphone while the show's playing and I'm not talking. So that way y'all still hear the show, but not him. Really should keep that in mind for the future, huh? But we're about to meet the new girl, maybe? Okay, I will say them actually animating the two tables separating that little bit while she was having her attack is well done. Little details like that are always really nice to see, The background and everything is all cool and whatever to have its shit going on. But just little stuff like furniture actually moving, which just ever so slightly. Okay, I think he's far enough away for the time being for me to be she is judging him so hard right now. And a baseball fan is a baseball fan. Judgment! Nah, she ain't gonna do that to him. Ah, come on, man. Come on. Let him actually play a move. Let him do a thing. Let him be well, actually, to be fair, the type I like is your type. Something simple. Is he actually about to say something kinda smooth, something kinda workable? I don't want to buy beer from anyone else but you? Again, I've never found fireworks fascinating, but to watch them with an attractive girl, kind of a goal even at my old age. Oh, we do get to meet the new girl. Alright, well, he's still going back there, but I don't want to, hold up my progress of finishing this up. So I will just go about it, and hopefully he can, zoom around in the background while I'm going about this whole process. Well, I apologize again on if you did hear the, mower guy going in the background, because, well, he shows up when he shows up, not really on his set schedule, so it's not like I can really plan accordingly, unfortunately. But that is how it is. Now, as for the bigger thing, number one, let me know your thoughts on how the whole show was, how the episode went, how the season ended, all that kind of thing. Personally, I feel like they could have done more with the ending, but I guess the next point I'm about to get to makes sense for why they didn't do more with it. Kind of depressing. They just kind of zipped right to the beginning of the next season instead of working with it a little differently. But hey, the show was overall a good time, really fun. The characters were pretty interesting, bunch of hot ones, of course. Me, a waifu guy, I appreciate that in the shows I watch. But my next point is, you think there's gonna be a season 2? Because it makes sense if there is a season 2. They introduced a new character literally in the last episode, so not to give us a season 2 would be ridiculous. And it's not like this is one of those shows that has any reason to fall off. Taboo tattoo! But, you're gonna let me know your thoughts on both of those things in the comment section down below. Because we get much to see of the pink-haired girl, but I can't wait to see if we do get a chance to see more of her. And I do like the fact that, again, pretty much everybody but the one girl was able to, be thought as attractive in any regard without having any sort of judgment. And I gotta make excuses a lot of the time that technically I can give my thoughts based on where that comes from, but I digress. In this case, Ruriko is very easily, a top 3 Gyaru of the Gyaru? Waifu of the season, if not the top, honestly. Granted, I've seen pictures of a bunch of the other girls of the season, so based on simple attractiveness, that's hit or miss. But that is what it is. Let me know your thoughts about all that, though. Season 2, this season, the episode, the ending, waifu potential, all that, your opinions down below. As well as, of course, as usual, about any of the other shows, movies, etc. I should check out this season, next season, or in general. Please don't forget, hit the like button, subscribe to the gaming channel, the description down below, ring both bells, like Facebook, follow Twitter and Blue Sky to keep updated with things, TikTok, Patreon, where you get the full unedited visual and audio, the stuff I do upload here, but I'm always looking for some free ideas to drag some people in, you know how it is. Go follow Twitch, subscribe there for benefits, can do so Twitch Prime for free, and that helps me out immensely for the temporary, but uploading here is free and it helps me for the longer term, as would be if you check out the playlist here, let it run through, have conversations with stuff within, whatever, as well as check out the video recommended to you by YouTube here, or the bigger version if you're watching the cut-up version, at least let it run through, if not check out the missing stuff if there is any. All highly appreciated. Until next time, been the Blazer King with King's Critiques out. Ta-ta for now. Peace.